And that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, some influential figures, like now they don't understand what happened to me and everything. But like, I mean, back in, some years ago, I remember these things, like planes. I mean, I remember these things, I mean, just like yesterday because I'm traumatized by them, man. And some of these, and I mean, it was on this same term here. I was down bad, struggling. I had to walk everywhere, and they was right there. Like, I mean, they, while I was getting attacked, I was already, homeless and, did bad. I was down bad for a while, and had to walk everywhere. And every time I did, they was following me and trying to attack me with weapons and, stealth, of course. And they were there, every time I get attacked and I pull up my phone, look at the same exact term. And then some of these leading influencers, like they'll show up, certain women, celebs, they'll show up smiling about the situation. Like time I look at, and it just was every day. I mean, I never got any rest. That was in 2017, in 16. And I mean, even before that point, their enemies were there, all those years way back when I was especially isolated, I mean, they were there, they was in total beast mode, you feel me? Using this same exact term, they was in on it back then too. I just didn't understand, and I mean, I'm not saying that others weren't involved or participating in this evil, but I'm just saying that they weren't the only ones present. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I mean, because I know what I've been through, and now it's like some, I don't know, man. The whole situation it's been brutal and weird, for as long as I can remember. But yes, it was more the same back then, and I was more isolated too. Man. I was more stationary, so it was worse too, So they had always had an intention of keeping me like triangulated in a way, to where it's, I guess for science, But I mean, whether or not that's the case, or psychometrics, whether or not that's the case, it's still, violated, basic human rights. Basic rights, man, basic human rights every single day. And this was back then from 2014, 15, and then, 16, 17, 18, 19, the situation, it stayed the same, just my circumstances changed. But the persecution never went anywhere. And the torture that, it still remained.